Stop worrying, my child, for I am your God, and I see the turmoil in your heart even now, as you wonder how to find relief from the struggles that weigh so heavily upon your spirit. I want you to know that you have come to the right place. For in this moment, I am reaching out to you with a message of unwavering love, mercy, and hope that will illuminate your path and bring peace to your weary soul. Before I reveal the fullness of my promise and show you the power of my divine presence, I invite you to take a leap of faith by liking this video, sharing it with someone who needs a glimmer of hope, and subscribing to this channel so that you never miss the comforting words I long to speak into your life. Then, in the comments below, simply write the word faith, allowing your heart to align with the promise I have prepared for you. If you perform these actions wholeheartedly and watch this entire message from beginning to end with an open spirit, then I assure you, my beloved child, that my blessings will overflow into your life and the lives of those you hold dear. For I am the Lord who multiplies every seed of obedience and belief you plant. Know that my words will touch you at the deepest level if you surrender your doubts and distractions, and trust that nothing in your life happens by chance, but rather by a greater plan that surpasses your understanding. Your presence here is not accidental. It is a divine appointment I have orchestrated to remind you that you are never alone, to comfort you in your distress, and to invite you into a deeper awareness of the purpose and calling I have placed upon your life. I see the weariness you carry, the anxiety that causes your mind to race late into the night, and I hear your prayers, both spoken and silent, that rise from a yearning for relief and clarity. My child, even when your closest friends fail you, when your family cannot fully understand the battles you wage within yourself, or when material possessions lose their appeal and become burdens too heavy to bear, I remain the steadfast anchor of your soul. I am here to assure you that I am your strength in moments of weakness, your shelter in the fiercest storms, and your source of unshakable peace. In times when darkness seems to overshadow every glimmer of hope, remember that my light can never be extinguished, and my truth will guide you through even the most perilous valleys. I have designed you with a sacred purpose, a calling that no one else on this earth can fulfill, and I have placed within you gifts and talents that are waiting to be nurtured and released for a greater good. Do not let the cynicism of this world or the weight of your past failures convince you otherwise. Instead, turn your eyes to me and let my voice echo in your heart. You are cherished, you are chosen, and you are destined for something far greater than your current trials can ever define. When you learn to rest in my presence through daily prayer, reflection, and gratitude, your spirit will discover a wellspring of hope that transcends circumstance, and even in the face of adversity, you will grow in resilience and character. My promise to you stands firm. Though you walk through fire, you will not be burned. Though the floodwaters rise, they will not consume you. For I hold you in the palm of my hand, safeguarding you from ultimate harm and ensuring that every trial you endure becomes a stepping stone toward greater wisdom, faith, and transformation. Let this message be a beacon of light for you today, a reminder that I, the Lord of creation, am not distant or indifferent, but intimately acquainted with your struggles and sorrows. I come to lift the burden from your shoulders and replace it with a garment of praise, so that where heaviness once lingered, you might experience the joy and serenity that come from trusting me wholeheartedly. Let your heart absorb these words like seeds falling on fertile ground, ready to sprout and bring forth a harvest of renewed hope and unwavering faith. Every prayer you whisper in the quiet stillness of your room, every tear you shed in moments of heartbreak, is seen and treasured by me. Do not think that I ignore your pleas or overlook your pain, for I am the God who formed you in the secret place, who knows your every thought before it is on your tongue, and who cares for you with a tenderness that surpasses understanding. Understand that no matter how lost or broken you feel in this moment, my grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. Embrace the truth that I work all things together for the good of those who love me, those who trust in my name and hold fast to the promises I have given. This includes you, my precious child, for I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you choose to meditate on my word each day, letting my voice drown out the lies of fear and regret. You will notice a transformation taking place within you, a softening of your heart, an expansion of your perspective, and an eagerness to walk in alignment with my plan. I will infuse you with a peace that defies human logic. And when the trials of life come roaring in like a fierce storm, you will not be shaken, for you will be rooted in an unshakable foundation, my everlasting love and covenant. I call you now to cast aside every chain of dependence on fleeting sources of security and validation. The world may tempt you to place your worth in achievements, relationships, or possessions, but these can erode like sand beneath your feet. Instead, fix your eyes on the eternal, the unchanging, the divine connection that no storm can tear from your grasp. As you do so, you will discover that I am your provider in every season, the giver of every good and perfect gift, and the one who satisfies your deepest longings when the world's offers fall short. Open your hands and relinquish the burdens that were never yours to carry. For I have not called you to a life of endless striving, but rather to a journey of trust, obedience, and rest in my presence. Recognize that you were created not by accident, but by a purposeful design, to reflect my glory and to share the love I have poured out upon you with those in need. Look around at the hurting souls in your community, the people who yearn for a word of encouragement, a gesture of kindness, or simply the assurance that someone cares. As you share this very message, this reminder of my unfailing love and mercy with others, you become my hands and feet, vessels through which my hope flows forth and reaches hearts that might otherwise remain trapped in despair. Do not underestimate the power of a single act of compassion, for it can spark a chain reaction, igniting faith and healing where there was once only hopelessness. As you live out this calling, you will find that your own faith is strengthened, your perspective broadened, and your joy multiplied, because my blessings pour abundantly on those who sow seeds of hope in the lives of others. And while you do so, remember to come before me daily, to nourish your soul with prayer, worship, and a humble heart that is always ready to learn and grow. In this sacred communion, you will hear my whisper of reassurance, reminding you that those storms may crash around you. They will not break the resolve of a child who is fully anchored in my promises. When you feel weary, come to me. When you stumble under the weight of your doubts, lean on me. And when darkness tries to envelop your mind with fear, call out my name, and my light will pierce through the night. My child, I long for you to see that trials and challenges, though painful, are often the very catalysts that forge an unshakable character and deepen your reliance on me. As you persevere, you will discover reserves of strength and courage you never knew you had, because my spirit within you empowers you to overcome. You will gain wisdom that cannot be learned from books or lectures alone, but is birthed through experience and molded by faith. Do not be discouraged when difficulties arise, for I use even the darkest valleys to refine my children, drawing them ever closer to my heart, teaching them to trust not in their own understanding, but in my sovereignty. As you continue to abide in this truth, you will witness the miraculous ways in which I intervene in your story, turning what was meant for harm into a testimony of triumph, and unveiling my glory through the redemption of your pain. Remain steadfast, dear one, for these tests of faith are not meant to destroy you, but to awaken you to your true identity as a beloved child of the Most High. And I assure you, there is a time of divine restoration and multiplication awaiting you. For I promise that those who place their trust in me will never be put to shame. Lift up your head, take courage, and know that the light of dawn always follows the darkest night. So today, I urge you to embrace this invitation to hope, love, and transformation. Open your heart and receive the inheritance I have prepared for you. A life marked by peace that surpasses understanding, a faith that moves mountains, and a joy that radiates from within. Let go of past disappointments and regrets, for I am the God who makes all things new, the one who breathes fresh life into dry bones and brings rivers of healing into the desert of your despair. Allow yourself to dream again, to envision a future where my blessings unfold in ways you cannot yet comprehend, knowing that my timing is perfect and my wisdom is beyond measure. Reflect on the truth that you are destined for victory when you walk in alignment with my will, and that your mistakes and shortcomings do not define you, but rather shape you into a vessel of grace and empathy for others. Rejoice, my child, for you stand on the brink of a new dawn, and all of heaven is cheering you on as you choose to believe in my power over every circumstance. Take this moment to remember the call to action I extended to you. If you have not yet done so, I implore you to like this video, share it with a friend who needs a word of encouragement, subscribe to this channel for more messages that will uplift your spirit, and type faith in the comments as a bold declaration of your trust in my promises. Only then, having surrendered your heart in this simple step of obedience, and watch this entire message with a posture of humility and openness, will you fully unlock the blessings I have stored up for you and your loved ones. Indeed, I will pour out my favor upon your household, and your faith will become a source of light and refuge in a world hungering for hope. Remember that you do not walk this journey alone. My Spirit goes before you, walks beside you, and remains within you to guide, comfort, and strengthen you each new day. Therefore, stop worrying, my dear child, for I am your God, and I will never fail you. Rest in my unfailing arms, trust in my everlasting promise, and walk forward in confidence, for you are deeply loved and forever cherished.